Good morning. I am on the connector trail to the AT from the BH Reese parking lot. I'm almost to the connector and tell you what I'm about to do. Alright. Good morning. Here I am on the AT. I think I'm going to try the Coosa Cloverleaf today. I'm going to start by heading out towards the Freeman Trail. As you can see, we're starting off with some super technical trail. Lots of rock scrambling, rooty, rocky stuff. And it continues to get better. A quick explanation of what the Coosa Cloverleaf is with quick, simple 3 loops. Starting with the Freeman Loop, which is comes around the base of Blood Mountain and then up on over the top. Second loop is what I call the Lake Winfield Scott loop, using the Jarard Gap Trail and the Slaughter Creek Trail to make a loop with the AT. And last but not least would be the Coosa Backcountry Trail. So off the AT, jumping on the Duncan Ridge Trail and doing that loop. All in all, I think it should be about 25 miles and like 7,000 feet of gain. So with techie, verti, nice hill climbs, it works like this. Look at that. Oh, I'm off trail. I think Chad's right. Maybe I should not end this way, as was talked about originally with him. Maybe I should continue like this and start. It's techie. Alright, so we're back on the AT. Just about 2.5 miles in. I think I've got about an hour worth of travel time, maybe a little less. And so far so good. If you can't tell, it's a beautiful day. Partly cloudy. Mid 60s probably. I think the high is supposed to be about 70. Slight breeze, feels really good. We'll see how it feels later in the day, but so far so good. This is Slaughter Creek and Slaughter Creek Trail. AT goes up this way towards Blood Mountain. I'm going to go down this way. Slaughter Creek has got typically the best water source, most consistent anyways, when I'm up this way. So it's always a favorite of mine to visit. It's also not very far off Blood Mountain, maybe 0.7 of a mile. So it's not a bad hike. If you haven't noticed, my poles have been strapped on my back so far pretty much the whole time, actually the whole time. And I've been practicing my running without them. I rely on them a whole lot, and I will when we get into the Coosa for sure. But for now, I'm going to keep them away. Alright. Coming off the Jarard Gap Trail up to the AT and then back to Slaughter Gap. Alright, so I'm at the intersection of the Duncan Ridge Trail and the Coosa Backcountry Trail on the AT side, and trying to decide which way would be the better way. I can go counterclockwise and it's 2.2 miles down to Vogel, or clockwise and it's like 6 miles to Coosa. I don't know. Alright, so I stopped here for a few minutes just to reset some gear. Plus it's a pretty view. There's blood and slaughter. And I have about 10-13 miles left total. So I have, I don't know,
it ain't lies. We all know there's better things in this life.
have this little small waterfall we get some water from, and then work on finishing up. I would say I'm at the bottom of the Coosa Loop. I have about 3 miles back to the AT from here, give or take, and another 3 miles down to the car from there. So almost finished. A couple hours there to go, and it's been a good run so far. So this looks like I'm going to complete the Cloverleaf this time. I've been at it for like 2 years trying to get her done. So big accomplishment here. I wore the Endurance 4s the whole time. They're really not cut out for this much technical trail, but they work for this time around. Next time I'll work something different, because there's going to be a next time. Alright, this is the last part of the loop. Up the blood and then down to the car. Alright, this sign means this is the end of the Duncan Ridge Trail. This is the AT, which means I have 7/10 of a mile to blood and then like 2 1/4 down. Alright, so that finishes the 3 loops. All I gotta do is go down to the parking lot and I'm done. About less than a mile. So, good run. Good training. I'm pretty much right on point. I might get a marathon in, but I was right at 7,000 feet on top of blood, so good shot. Alright, so just over 25 miles and 7,000 feet again. About 7 hours, 18 minutes. Can't complain. I completed a Cloverleaf after 3 years of trying, so. And there's a chicken over here.